everyone, it's Danica here, coming at you with a quick update. Today is Tuesday, June 11th, 2019, and it is day number 10 in my personal journey with Bell's palsy. So this is the second video that I'm doing in regards to this particular medical diagnosis. The first one I did a week ago, and that video you can watch if you'd like, but as just a really quick recap in case you didn't. On Saturday, June 1st, I was experiencing and later that same day diagnosed with Bell's palsy. So for those of you who aren't familiar with what that is, Bell's palsy is a facial paralysis that occurs when the inflammation of the 7th cranial nerve takes place. That particular nerve happens to be encased in bone, and when it gets inflamed and is pressing up against the bone, it doesn't have the ability to send basically electrical impulses, signals to your facial muscles, so they do not move. You are paralyzed, and it's generally just to one side of the face. Very, very rarely will it ever happen to both sides. It's usually just one side, and more often than not, it is the left side. And that just happens to be the side that I'm experiencing my symptoms on. So again, today is day 10. There really isn't much of an update to share. The symptoms have stayed the same. They haven't particularly gotten any worse, though there hasn't been any improvement as of yet. Through all the research that I've been doing and the various other videos that I have watched for other individuals sharing their journey, with the world like I am now, it usually is a few weeks and sometimes up to a few months before you will see your symptoms, subside. And what I have done to kind of help, bring along some movement and hopefully have this, go away as quickly as possible, fingers crossed, is some facial massages that I'm seeing with a licensed massage therapist. I'm going to her to get that a couple times a week. Yesterday was the first time I actually went and saw an acupuncturist. That was pretty interesting. I had not previously experienced acupuncture before yesterday, and so that was pretty cool, actually. I definitely could feel sensation with the different placements that the needles were in. There were 8 needles in different parts of the left side here of my face. I definitely felt like afterwards, somehow the muscles kind of got a little tighter, so to say. I felt like any kind of sagging and or drooping that I may have been experiencing in my face was less noticeable after that particular treatment. I will be going back again tomorrow, so I'll have a follow-up tomorrow with the acupuncturist to get that done again and see what kind of relief that, between that and doing some facial massages, will help bring me. So other than taking some steroids and some antivirals, which is very common for doctors to prescribe for those who get diagnosed with Bell's palsy, there's really not a lot else that you can do other than these things that I'm just choosing to be more proactive about. Again, helping with the facial massage, making sure that the muscle, isn't getting cramped up and that it's staying nice and, good to go for movement, and then trying to be as stress-free as possible, which obviously can be very difficult, especially when you are having to single mom it because your spouse is working out of state and you're also trying to plan for a cross-country move. So trying to stay calm and stress-free is very challenging, which apparently can help exacerbate this, which is not what we want. So that has been a challenge. So some of the things that are really interesting that folks may not realize for those of us who are dealing with Bell's palsy is that, you don't realize how much your face really does on its own until it just doesn't do it. wow. So one of the things that I have to be mindful of is that I can be a choking hazard. You wouldn't think that I would have any issues just doing regular eating or drinking, but that isn't the case. Like, I will actually have food because the way that my tongue moves, or actually lack thereof, because of this particular situation, I will have food that will actually get chipmunked up in my gums in between my cheeks. So I have to make sure that I'm not having any food that gets stuck in there that could, you know, cause me to choke, which is absolutely crazy. Also, there's change in taste. Your taste buds actually, the same, you know, nerves that are in your tongue that, you know, translate those tastes to your brain. So you actually know, you know, what you're eating, what it tastes like, and whether or not you enjoy it. Like, those sensations are missing, which is just totally wild to me. So of all the things that I've experienced so far, I think the thing that I miss the most, surprisingly, but maybe not so much, is actually my taste. Like, I really want my taste back. As much as I would like my eye to blink on its own, as much as I'd like to be able to do a full smile, I think I'd much rather be able to have my taste. So, as I'm sure you can see right here, there is limited movement with my eye, and because of that, something that those of us that are dealing with Bell's palsy have to do is we have to keep our eye shut at night. There's a couple of ways that individuals can do it. I know that when I was given my instructions on when I was, you know, seen in the ER, you know, you can take paper tape that you can easily get like at Walgreens or whatnot, and just, you know, tape your eye closed. I didn't really like the way that that felt, and actually found the most amazeballs eye patches. So these disposable eye patches, it looks like there's 20 in a box. It looks like this, like a ginormous band-aid. So just peel that off, right? And then I place it over here over my left eye at night. And again, that's just to make sure that not only does my eye close and stay closed, it protects the cornea, because you can actually get cornea damage if you're not protecting your eye at night, because it won't do it on its own, because it won't close all the way. To make sure that I don't lose this in my sleep, as far as, you know, that coming off at all while I'm in bed, then I have this really cool eye mask that I wear. And I really dig it because it has, you know, this concavement here for your eyes. So it's very, very comfortable. Like, I've never been able to sleep with an eye mask before, but I can absolutely sleep in this with no problem. So, yeah, you know, unfortunately, there just really isn't any improvement right now. And while I would love to report that there is, the reality is it still may be another, you know, 1 to 2 weeks easily before there's any improvement at all. So I kind of just have to, you know, just kind of have to push through it, kind of have to keep doing all the things no matter what. So that's what I have for now. Just coming live. Well, not live. This is recorded. I don't know why I said it was live. I guess maybe because I'm usually used to doing lives. But anywho, so yeah, so we're gonna look at, you know, eyebrow movement, flare nose, half smile, well, smile with no teeth, and smile with the teeth. Let's see. So that's what I have right now. So again, not really any improvement at all. Just kind of staying put for the moment, though. We'll just see how the next few days go. So again, don't plan to make these every day, just every few days or so, just as I have some information to share. That's what I happen to have for now. Again, today is Tuesday, June 10th, or June 11th. That's right. So June 11th. It's my 10th day in with Bell's palsy. So this is what we got so far. We'll see what the next update has to share. All right, that's what I have for now. Bye.